going to start talking about the fact that you had to own your business, and you might get social media as a platform, but it wasn't where you did your business. So
I'm just, as you probably saw that warning, I thought I would take, because you're starting to talk about something and we're going to show me something which I was thinking aligns with the idea that we should just get this podcast started. I
oh
should see what it takes to actually push it
oh
out to
to
YouTube. So
yeah.
uh, if it's my I'm looking at the YouTube side of things and I'm not pin chat. Oh, okay. I'll scroll down. My gosh, we're live on YouTube.
Really? Okay. That that could be interesting. That could be scary.
Let me just don't worry. I put it on my page as opposed to, nobody knows I even have a page. I think we're safe.
Yeah.
Let me
Okay.
just I'll see how we kill it as well. But let me just put in the chat where it's sitting, and you can see what you can see. Where's the chat? Chat.
Oh, here. Yeah. Wow, that was 2 years ago. I wrote this. Huh. Yeah. I was following up on something, and I was thinking, okay, Google, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, Pinterest, and even Thinkific are not mine, and they should all
Right,
point to
right,
my website, and by extension should be owned by with my own email list. And then it doesn't matter if you lose one of these
right,
platforms,
right.
you haven't lost the investment. Certainly,
Yeah,
certainly you've lost a voice, as in you're not exposed to another set of people. Um, but I wonder if this will do an eternal echo.
according to YouTube, there's one person watching, which I assume is me because it's open here in my browser.
Huh?
I'm assuming the one person watching at this point is me. According to
Oh,
YouTube, there's one person watching the stream. I have a
well,
total of 3 subscribers from my Moment Star Media page, so any moment now we could triple the number.
we get overwhelmed. Yeah. Well, I'm.
Oh, 2 people are watching. Did you just?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, good.
See, you see, we're now getting.
We're gonna try the endlessly receding feedback loop on
Yeah.
YouTube.
I was it had done it 3 levels.
So, officer, this is what happened. We were experimenting on YouTube, and we knew that there was this thing where if you point a video camera at something, it gets this. And then there was this big bang, and people
I'm
started saying
sorry we
YouTube
brought
was
down
off
the
air.
internet. Yeah. I'm sorry we broke the internet.
But it was cool for a second there. Did you ever see Richard Pryor's stand-up stuff on Broad? There were a couple of movies of him on Sunset Boulevard or whatever, Sunset Strip, doing live stand-up comedy. They were probably released in the late 70s.
Mm.
Yeah, probably in the 70s sometime. And there's a really great thing that we were reminded of this morning. There's a sequence he does talking about his kids, where he does an imitation of his kid saying, well, I wasn't really running because that's all the stuff that got broken, and the kid explaining that he has no idea how any of this could happen. But of course, as he explains the story, it's one thing after another, like, well, that's what was happening is you running. Well, that time you told me never to run. Well, I wasn't running. So
Yeah.
Deborah has a note from a former student of hers this morning who's saying, uh, who said, I'm lying in bed trying to, read this morning I'm home with my kids for the Thanksgiving holiday, and I hear this bang, and I go into the other room, and there's no kids anywhere. They're hiding under desks and stuff like that. And so I'm like, but in the middle of the room is our coffee table in 5 pieces. I'm trying to figure out what happened. And they're like, they have no idea how this happened. And as he worked through the story, eventually it became, see, we were just all of us standing on it. He said, I've got like 5 kids. He's a native guy, and he lives in Washington State, actually. And he's, or no, I think in Northern Oregon. And he describes his kids as all being bigger than they ought to be for their age, kind of thing. So he said, as soon as I realized I had 5 kids standing at my coffee table, I know why our coffee table is in 5 pieces. So I was just reminded of that Richard Pryor clip. I was
Yeah.